Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician, and today we're going to be going into a product sent over by Wuben, and this is a brand that has been popping up a lot over like the last year. I look and purchase a decent amount of flashlights, just a few of them are here, and this one I've seen quite a bit. So when they reached out, I was pretty interested in reviewing these, and we have two different ones, so I will have a video on the other one as well, but this one I've been using for the last like 2.5 weeks, so I wanted to go over it after I got some experience with it. So this is their G5, and it's their easy carry light. I don't know how well you guys can see this down here. It's pretty faint, but 400 lumens is the max output. Maximum runtime 65 hours, and it does use a USB Type-C charging wire. Here's just some of the information on the back. So as far as lighting, this is both white and RGB. So with the white light, it ranges from 2 lumens to 400 lumens. In the RGB mode, it is 10 lumens. There's a flash of 2 different colors, red and blue, red and green, and red and yellow. They all operate at 10 lumens, and then the beacons all operate at 10 lumens as well, which I'll show you all of that and how to get the flashlight to actually operate in that way. And then down below it shows the run times. So with 2 lumens you can get up to 65 hours. Up to 400 lumens you're going to be around the 50-minute mark. Then with the RGB light, you're going to get 9 hours. The red and blue flash, all of the flashes, you're going to get 25 hours. And then with the beacon, you're going to get 45 hours. It does have a beam range of 82 meters. It's IP68 rated, so that's good for 2 meters underwater for 1 hour. It weighs 1.84 ounces, so it is pretty light, but it feels really good. It feels durable. It's metal construction. The length is 1.47 inches, the width is 0.59 inches, and the height is 2.44 inches. So it's pretty compact. Like here I have a miniature elbow light, and it is smaller than that. Here's another style elbow light that I have, and it's smaller than that, at least in thickness and height. But the thing that I like about this is it's got a rotating head. So it can operate kind of like my elbow flashlights, but it can also operate like a standard forward-facing flashlight. And I like that it's thin, so you can drop this in your pocket and it's not uncomfortable or anything like that. You don't need to keep it on your belt. And I think it's a really cool design, so let's just quickly take a look at it. So on the front here, you can see the rotating head, and it kind of snaps into each position. Then you have your scroll wheel here. This is going to adjust the brightness for the white light, and then when you're on RGB, it's going to adjust the color. And then you just have the symbols for the lock, the light, and to access charging, which is over here on this side. You have a slider, which all the way down it is locked, so pressing this button keeps it locked out so you're not accidentally turning the flashlight on in your pocket. Slide it up, now the button will operate, and then sliding it all the way up gives you access to the USB-C charging port. There you can see the back side. The scroll wheel is accessible from both sides, front and back. On this side we have a pocket clip, and what's nice about this is you can actually pull it out and then you can rotate it to the front, side, and back. Now I tried to kind of put this on a hat to see if I could use it for a flashlight on like the bill, and I was just afraid that trying to open this up to the thickness of the bill of the hat, it was going to bend this or break it. So it didn't work that way, but I do like it because I can throw it in the front pocket of my shirt, clip it in the front pocket, and still use it that way. If you want to put it on like a backpack strap or in your pocket with it facing forward or back, you can kind of keep it in your pocket however you want. So I do like that the pocket clip is adjustable. But then the last couple features is you do have a lanyard hole down here on the bottom. They do supply you with a lanyard and a ring, as well as a USB-C cable and an instruction manual. But honestly, if you can play with it, you'll figure it out most likely. If not, the instructions are there just in case. And then it does have a magnetic base as well. Pretty decent little magnet too. I'll shut the lights off in here and we'll see how the light performs inside, and then I'll also take it outside so you guys can see it at night as well. So we push it up into the light position, and then if you just simply click the button, you're now in the white light mode, and you can turn it down, and when you get to the lowest setting, it flashes at you. And then when you get to the highest setting, it also does the same thing. And then let's say you have it down low, then if you double click this button, it automatically puts it in high or turbo, and then you just double click and it returns to that setting that you had before. And then whatever you have it set at, if you shut it off with a single press, when you turn it back on, it's going to hold that memory of wherever you had it last time. And then shutting it off, in order to get it into the RGB mode, you turn it back on and then you press and hold. And now it is in RGB, and the scroll wheel actually changes the color. Now while it is on in the RGB mode, if you double click, that is where you get your beacon. And then it's basically locked in that color. So in order to change, just turn it back on, it goes back to the standard RGB, you can change the color, and then double tap again, and it'll go into the beacon of whatever color you choose. And then the alert or the flash, the light has to be off, and then you double press. And now it is red and blue. Double press, red and green. Double press, red and yellow. And then it'll cycle through back to the red and blue. And then if you press and hold the button, then it will flash at you. If it flashes red, then it's below a certain percent. If it flashes blue for more than 5 seconds, then it's between 90 and 40%. It's red if it's below 40%, and then it stays solid blue if it's fully charged. So I'm just going to press and hold. So we are between 90 and 40% right now. And I will say the battery has been really impressive with this. I've had it 2.5 weeks, and I think I've charged it 2, maybe 3 times. But obviously that's going to depend on how much and what you use the light for. I'll use it for an hour here, an hour there, 15 minutes here. If you're one that uses a flashlight all day for multiple hours, then you know you're going to have a different experience. It may run for 5 hours instead of 12, whatever it may be. It just depends on what lumen rating you have it set to. But that's a look at the Wuben G5. So let's go ahead and I'll use it here in the shop so you guys can see it with the lights out, and then I will take it outside so you guys can see how it performs outside. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure to smash that thumbs up. I will also have this link down in the description for you guys. I do believe this runs right around $25, so I think that is a fantastic price for this light. Let me know your guys' thoughts. But if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Let's go ahead and test this thing out. Okay, so I'm a little overexposed right now because I have my camera set up to where it shouldn't auto adjust for the lighting. I have it set up to try and get the accurate output, or an accurate look at how bright the light is without the camera trying to make adjustments. So I'm just going to go ahead and shut the light off. We're going to start out with it on low, and then we'll go up. So here it is on low. Then I'll slowly take the light brightness up. And that is up all the way. And I would say that's a pretty accurate representation of what I am seeing. The light on my phone seems a little yellowish, where what I'm seeing is it's a very bright white. But as far as brightness, this seems to be pretty accurate to what I'm seeing. So let's press and hold, switch to RGB. So that's more of like a yellow, orange, red, purple, blue. back to red. So let's go ahead and go outside and see how it performs. I forgot I have my solar lights out here. Don't mind that. So here it is on the lowest setting. And I'll just slowly raise it up. See my barn. Look at the far back corner. And there it is on its highest. I would say that's pretty accurate. I feel like I can see a little bit more than I can through the phone, but it's not too far off. I'd say that's pretty accurate. So that is a look at the Wuben G5. If you guys have any questions, please feel free. Drop a comment down below. I'll do my best to answer it for you guys. But if you guys enjoyed, make sure to smash that thumbs up. And if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.